What is up, everybody? It is your girl Nia, the video game her, and so today I wanted to do a really quick live stream because it is late and I do have to get up and go to work in the morning about the official details of Nintendo's online service. So there's some good and then there's some bad. A lot of things that I was afraid that were going to come to pass actually did do just that. But let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. But before I delve into this topic, let me acknowledge the chat. So I had a couple of issues with OBS. I don't know why, but OBS just decided that it wanted to crash today. So I just want to give some shout outs to iPod One Reviewer, Sinister Tar Heel. Give a shout out to my homie Bone Queese up in the building. Shout outs to everybody who was part of that good old notification squad. Shout outs to y'all. Who else up in here? Shout outs to the homie Alex up in here, Actives in Gaming. Shout outs to Ruby Sakurai up in the building. Shout outs to It's Joey Your Bro. Shout outs to Mark 91170. Who else is in here? Muhammad Alavi's up in here. Unforgiven is up in here. Meek Gaming up in here. That's what I'm talking about. All the homies, all the Vos and Vos up in this piece. So thanks to you guys for coming out and checking out my channel, and I will show you as much love as I possibly can in return. Shout outs to Jason Howard Gaming and Broken by Destiny. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming through to the channel. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. So I want to show you guys my window real quick, if I can do that. And we're gonna talk about these official Nintendo Switch Online, the official Nintendo Switch Online information. So let me see if I can get this popping real quick. Hold up. I think I got it. I got it. So I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller so that you guys can actually see my screen. And hold on, where's that? I think I'm gonna have to set it up again. But anyway, so Nintendo officially announced their plans for the Nintendo Switch Online. It's something that we've kind of been curious about for a little while now, ever since they announced it at the January event in 2017 when they officially unveiled the Switch. There was some things that were cause for concern, because, like, let's be real, like, Nintendo is not well versed on online. So a lot of us, me especially, were very apprehensive about what they were having to show, and how they were going to set it up and all that. And we finally have the final information on what they're going to be doing with this online and how they plan on setting it up. So let's go ahead and transition real quick, talk about this topic. So we all know that some time ago, they announced that they were going to be bringing their online service in September of 2018. So that's in a couple months that we could be expecting to pay for this online service. They said last week or so that they were planning on bringing this news in early May. I thought they were going to be slow on the ball, but they were actually on the money. Today is May 7th and this news is just dropping. So early May, they met their deadline. So I guess that's good. Nintendo's trying to get better about giving us more sensible time frames when they say that they're going to announce something. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. So online play. So of course, with this service, you're going to be able to play online. If you do not have this service, you will be relegated to playing single player games only, like with any other online subscription service. So here it says online play, battle it out, or cooperate with players around the world in compatible games like Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Tennis Aces, and Sushi Striker, The Way of the Sushido. I didn't even know that game had online, but I guess that's cool for those of you guys out there who rock with that game and think that that game looks pretty neat. Personally, I'm not really interested in that game whatsoever, but I guess it's cool for those of you guys out there who are interested in that particular game. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to Billiards Fun 78 for blessing the stream on Twitch. I appreciate you so much, Billiards. Make sure you go ahead and share this stream and put people on to my channel, man. I think that I make pretty good content. I think I'm a pretty cool channel. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing that they talked about was that the 20 NES games are going to be added to the Nintendo Switch Online service with added functionality. So let's see what that entails. Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online. It says, enjoy 20 NES games with added online play for the first time ever, and more games added regularly. So let's go ahead and go to learn more. Let's see what that entails. No, I don't want to give any feedback. It says, play classic NES games anytime, anywhere. Enjoy a selection of NES games with added online play for the first time ever as a part of your paid Nintendo Switch Online membership. So in theory, it's pretty cool, but let's see what games that they have to offer up to this point. So far the games that they talking about they're going to add online to is soccer, balloon fight, tennis, ice climber, which I guess is cool. It's a cool little nostalgic trip. Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, which is actually pretty cool. I might actually be interested in that low-key. Mario Brothers, which is pretty legit. I could see myself playing some Mario Brothers with some folks. The Legend of Zelda, which I don't really know how they're going to incorporate online. Because, you know, Nintendo, they're very vague when they talk about online functionality. When we think about online functionality, we think about multiplayer. We think about online co-op. But like when Nintendo talks about online, they're talking about goofy stuff like leaderboards. Like, and leaderboards is cool, you know what I'm saying? But that's usually kind of stuff they're talking about. So I'm gonna be really disappointed if I can't hop on Ice Climber with Coupon or something like that, and like she's Nina and I'm Popo, you know what I'm saying? But it's like a leaderboard. Like that'd be kind of whack. I ain't for that. They also said Super Mario Brothers and then Super Mario Brothers 3. So those are going to be the games that are going to be having some kind of added online functionality, whether that be co-op or multiplayer or leaderboards. It's probably going to be something whack because Nintendo, they go the opposite way sometimes, what you feel like they're going to do. But I mean, either way, I guess it's cool for those of you guys out there who actually like that kind of stuff. Let's see. And then here it says play together even when you're far apart. With online play added to every classic game, you can compete or cooperate. So I guess that clears up what I just said. You can compete or you can cooperate online with friends, share your screen, or pass the controller depending on the game. So I guess they're gonna have some kind of share play type of functionality with some of these games as a part of the online service. It says through the Nintendo Switch Online smartphone app, you can also voice chat during your play sessions. I'm not feeling this app, bro. But we ain't talking about that right now. We're going to go through all the details first, and then we can talk about this app. I ain't feeling that app, though. I know that. So let's talk about the better part of the news, which is the news that is appealing to me as a gamer and to a consumer. So let's talk about this real quick. So save data cloud backup. Now, so those of you guys who have a Switch currently, you know that cloud saves and saves in general really is kind of one of the biggest sore spots for the Switch. When I first got my Switch, I did not have a micro SD card when I first got my Switch, so I had to save some of my saves, namely my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild save, which I've put in like 100 or something hours in that joint. So that joint is on my internal memory. And right now, the Nintendo Switch does not allow you to move your saves, which you can do on the 3DS, you can do on the Wii, you can do on the Wii U. You cannot do that yet on the Nintendo Switch. So obviously, a lot of people have been really asking for cloud saves. That's something that a lot of people want because there will be times where you put in mad hours. Like we put in mad hours in these games, especially if you're a hardcore gamer, you play consistently. You want a more secure and sturdy foundation for your saves, and having your saves in this current state, the way that it is right now, it's really not giving people that much confidence that their saves are going to be safe and secure and protected. But with backup cloud saving, that gives people a little bit more security. I honestly think that is actually an added value. The NES games with added functionality, like that value is pretty much subjective. In my opinion, the NES games with online functionality, like that's cool, but it's not a selling point for me. The cloud saving, on the other hand, that's something that I'm really interested in, and I feel like that's a worthy investment. That's definitely something that I could put my money into, something of value for me, personally. So here the description says, save your data online for easy access. Details about this feature will be available before the paid service launches in September. So I don't know if you're going to be able to move your current saves to the cloud backup data, or if the saves that you have when the cloud backup data becomes available is what you can save on the cloud backup servers. I'm not really sure how they're going to do that, but I hope that there's a way that I could copy my Zelda saves to the cloud backup service just in case something ever happens to my Switch device, because things do happen. Also here it says, stay tuned for news on special deals and offers for members. So if you are a subscriber of this service, they will offer you special deals and offers. So probably like sales on games and stuff like that. Hopefully they make it kind of like PlayStation Plus and Xbox games with gold, where they give you like a free game. So I don't think they're gonna do that because the online service is cheap, but it would be dope if that is included. Like say like down the line, and for example, Kirby Star Allies is an old game by that point, and then they just give it to you for free just for being a subscriber to the service. So just to reiterate, the pricing for the online service for 1 month is $3.99 US. For 3 months, it's $7.99 US, and then for a whole year, it's $19.99 US for an individual membership. For a family membership, you're paying $34.99 US. So if you have like you and your kids, or like, you know, it's like if me and Daniel wanted to be on a plan together, if we had one Switch, then we would be paying $34.99 for the whole joint. So let's talk about this online Switch app. Okay, so just to kind of give you guys a backdrop, when I first heard that Nintendo was going to be putting the online on the Nintendo Switch app on your phone, I was legitimately against it, and I'm still against it. I was a lot more mad than I am now about that whole thing, because I felt like here's the Switch, right? The Nintendo Switch is one of the most convenient devices that I own right now. I could take this anywhere that I want to go. It's easy, it's lightweight. You have the controllers right here on your thing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play this joint in tabletop mode and then play with this, you can do that. Like, it's the most convenient, one of the most versatile devices that I own currently. And one of the reasons why I was adamantly against the online service for the Switch, for the app, your phone app, is because it takes away that added convenience of having a singular device, a tablet device at that, where you take it around with you, and it's just a simple, easy thing to use. I would rather use one device versus two devices. That's my opinion. I don't have a problem with them making the online Switch service for the app available to those people out there who would like to have that as an option. But I am vehemently against having the Nintendo Switch online app as the sole primary way of communicating with your friends, of messaging your friends, of inviting your friends. I feel that it defeats the whole purpose of this. It defeats the whole purpose of making a convenient system that you can play in your house on the dock, or you can play with you on the go. To me, it just defeats the purpose altogether. You know what I'm saying? And I was hoping that the reason why Nintendo delayed the service to this year, because it was supposed to launch last year, was because they were finding a way to make the Nintendo Switch Online app available on the Switch device itself, or give some kind of an option to people like me who would only prefer to use just one device instead of being worried about the battery on this and the battery on this. Why should I have to worry about that when I can only use this one convenient device? I don't like that. I'm not okay with that. I hope that down the line, if this online service becomes successful, Nintendo finds a way to fix that issue and make it available on both. I'm not really sure if it's at all possible, but I would like for Nintendo to look into that, because there's a lot of people, especially over here in the West, who think like me, who wants an option to have it on your Switch device itself. I don't feel like it serves as much of a point to have it as your primary service when you already have what you need right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that kind of defeats the purpose. But anyway, just kind of give you guys a backdrop on how I feel. I'm not okay with this app at all. But at the end of the day, I kind of had a feeling that it was going to remain this way. Even after people were complaining about the trial app, even after the fact that people were not using the trial app because people were just very disappointed in the way that they were trying to do this voice chat situation, I was hoping that they would try to find a way to integrate it, but apparently that is not the case. It is what it is. I'm still going to be vocal about it. I still don't like it, but let's talk about what the facts are for those of you guys out there who do not know yet what's going on with this app. So here it says, Nintendo Switch Online app. The smartphone app is designed to enhance your online experience for compatible games such as Splatoon 2. So, of course, the app is going to be available on the App Store as well as Google Play Store. So, if you have a Apple, like a BlackBerry, I don't know if BlackBerry use Android these days or not, but I know at one point BlackBerry had their own OS. Or if you have a Windows phone, you're pretty much screwed. You can't use this if you don't have an iPhone or an Android phone. So that right there is kind of messed up, when you could just use the device that you have. But what do I know, right? So let's talk about what they're going to add. Right now in the trial stage, the only thing that's available for Nintendo Switch Online is Splatnet, which is an app that allows you to see your stats and all that stuff for Splatoon 2, and a chat room specifically for Splatoon. There's no chat room right now for like Mario Kart or ARMS or anything like that. So that's definitely something that, you know, a lot of people were complaining about. So let's see what new features that they're going to be adding to this official app. So it says some special features for compatible games. Some games will get enhanced features with the app, for example, like Splatnet. So they're probably going to do the same thing with some of the other games as well. They also are going to be adding online lounge. So using the app's online lounge, you can send online play invitations to players on your Nintendo Switch friends list. The app allows you, I'm sorry, I can't read. The app also lets you quickly send invites via social networks or messaging services. So if you would like to add somebody to your game of Splatoon, you can send them an invite on like Twitter or Facebook. That's a cool, novel idea. But again, I would have liked it better if that was something that I could do from my Switch. When you're invited to a game, you'll get notified right away via a push notification on your smartphone. Once players are connected, you can use voice chat openly with friends while in the online lobby and during online play, depending on the game. So from what I'm understanding, it seems like it's pretty much the same as what's currently in the beta. I thought I read somewhere that there's gonna be like an open lounge for people who don't necessarily want to play a specific game, but maybe just kind of want to chat. But I think I may have read wrongly about that. So I'm still not feeling it. I don't think it's a good idea, man. I think they need to scrap this whole app thing altogether. And find a way to make it possible to do all these things on your Switch. it doesn't look like they're adding messaging. Because it says, using the app's online lounge, you can send online play invitations to players on your Nintendo Switch friend list. So you can send invites, kind of like you can do right now in the beta. The app allows you to quickly send invites via social networks and messaging services. So this app still doesn't have messaging, or it's not going to have messaging based on what's happening here. So this app is still going to be bare bones unless they update it. This might not be updated information on what they're ultimately going to do, but this app still isn't going to have instant messaging to your friends. And it looks like it's still going to be relegated to the game and not an open lobby. What? Okay. I would have been more okay with this if this online app was a little bit more robust, as Reggie said it was going to be. But this stuff is not even going to have instant messaging. And it's not going to have an open lobby. Like, you're still going to have to join a voice chat room on a game-by-game basis. What the freak? What? What? Okay. I would have gave this app some leeway if they at least gave the app an open lobby option and instant messaging. But that doesn't look like the case. Unless they add it when the app actually becomes available. I feel like I don't want the app at all. But if this is going to be your primary option, it needs to have the most features you could possibly put in this joint. Like, I know a lot of people crap on Miiverse on the Wii U, but at least on Miiverse on the Wii U, you could instant message your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't condone this app, even as the primary option, and me just accepting it as so. What? Anyway, let me move on. Nintendo, y'all gotta do better. Like, I understand that the online is cheap. It's $20 a year. I can't hate on $20 a year, but $20 a year is still $20 more than free. And if you expected me to pay, you gotta give me some incentive, man. Like, that cloud saving joint, like, that's an added value. But this other stuff, bruh, this other stuff is no value to this option. No value. Wow. Let's see if the FAQ has any interesting information. That's wild, bro. Like, I could be okay with the phone app if it at least had instant messaging. If it at least had an open lobby system. Like, wow. I can't rock with this right now in this current state. Let's see if the FAQ has anything interesting. Okay. So, how do you purchase a membership? Whatever. Which games require a Nintendo Switch Online membership to access online play? I'm pretty sure all of them. How can I tell if a game requires a Nintendo Switch Online membership for online play? What pricing plans are available? If I own multiple Nintendo Switch systems, will I need to separate membership for each one? If someone buys an individual membership, can other users on the same Switch system use that Nintendo Switch Online membership? It says individual memberships can only be used by the Nintendo account holder who purchased the membership, which is whack because Daniel buys PlayStation Plus for his account, but I can use it even though I'm not the one who bought it. So that's weak. I wish that wasn't a thing, but it is what it is. However, you can share the Nintendo Switch Online features across the Nintendo accounts in a family group by purchasing a family membership. See, how do I create a family group? Can child accounts be added to a family group and use a family membership on Nintendo Switch Online? Where can I find parental controls in my Nintendo account settings? Is Nintendo Switch Online needed for online on Wii U and 3DS? Of course it's not, because this is only for the Switch. When the paid online service starts in September, will membership plans be charged automatically? If I don't purchase a Nintendo Switch Online membership plan, will my Nintendo Switch system have any online features? Yes, online features including Nintendo eShop, friend registration and management, the sharing of screenshots over social media, networks, Nintendo Switch parental control system, software updates. Nintendo Switch news will not be affected by the launch of Nintendo Switch Online paid online service. How do I set up the use of Save Data Cloud Backup? They say more details will be released soon. Man. All right, so there it is, y'all. There it is. The Nintendo Switch Online is very lackluster, minus cloud saving, which is actually a big deal. But everything else is just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Lukewarm. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. And then I'm a bounce in a bit. We're getting cloud saving. That is a win. I'm gonna give that W to Nintendo. But the rest of the stuff, is looking real suspect. Let's see. What are y'all saying? $20 a year got you cloud saves. And I'm not hating on that, but the rest of the stuff is trash. I don't accept it. I sincerely hope they announce more by September. I don't think they will, Tony Jen, I think this is up. I think this is it. Mark91170 says, how can I find a girlfriend without communication? Kidding, I'm married. Ha! iPod 1 reviewer. I don't think she's asking me a question. I think she's talking to someone else. Suave Villain says you should have an option for offline option for saves, which is true. They should just let you move your saves to an external source other than cloud saving. Like, cloud saving is great, but there still needs to be an option to move your saves to an SD card or some other external storage option. Gamer Nick says, guess that would be the end of Mario Kart Mondays. I don't know, man. Nintendo Switch Online is so cheap. I think people are still gonna come through, even if they're disappointed with what we're getting. The Glory X Ross, I guess that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I just butchered your username. Come on, Nintendo. You can't stop me from trash talking my friends as I body bag them in Smash Online. If this is what Nintendo has in store for Smash Online, that's not gonna look good, man. That's not gonna look good. I'm not gonna lie. Dave J says, no message, no voice chat on console, no achievements, no internet browser. Nintendo waited 1 year for this BS. I am with you. When they said that they were going to be delaying the online, I thought they were going to tweak a little bit more, add a couple more features, do a little bit more to make the online system a little bit more user-friendly. Nah, this basically looks like what we already knew was going to be the case, minus the cloud backup saves. Because they've already told us most of this stuff already in so many words, except for cloud saves. I'm not content with that, to be honest. All right, what else y'all saying? Yo, Nintendo, where's Netflix, YouTube, or any type of internet browser like the Wii U had, which had those around the start? I don't think that the online system has anything to do with apps like YouTube and stuff like that. Those are kind of per the rollout of just how they can get it on there per the provider of those services. That doesn't really have anything to do with this. This is Nintendo's own online infrastructure. So this is all on them. Their whole thing. The thing that they wasted money on when they purchased stock in DNA to make this a possibility, by the way. Active Simpson Gaming says, you know the funniest part about this? We're all going to continue to use Discord anyway. Exactly. Because this option is not better than Discord. It's not. Like, it's not even a little bit as good as Discord. Like, for it to at least be comparable with Discord on a basic level, it would at least need to have an open lobby system and messaging. But it's not even going to have that. That blows my mind. Oh, wow, Dave J. Wow, Dave J. Wow. Matthew Pipe says, Nintendo is top notch when it comes down to developing software, but brain dead as fuck when it comes to this online. And I wholeheartedly agree with you on that, my guy. Oh, man. That's what it is, y'all, man. That's what it is, dog. I think that cloud saving is a good thing, but I can't condone the rest of this stuff though, because Nintendo is still selling this as a complete package. As a complete package, I can't accept it as a complete package. I just can't, in good conscience, I just cannot. Even though I do like the idea of cloud saving. That's the only saving grace. But as a package, lackluster. Afrogoon says, where are my goddamn achievements? I feel you, though. I'm not an achievement hunter, but I know a lot of people want that. It would have been great if Nintendo would have threw people a bone. I wish Nintendo would listen more, because a lot of people have been asking for an achievement system for the Nintendo Switch. Man, no Miiverse. Miiverse is gone. No Miiverse. Miiverse is not coming back. I think that Nintendo should have done Miiverse 2.0 and just improved on what they already had, because Miiverse, in my opinion, was actually a very good foundation for a good online system. It just needed to be integrated within the system itself, within the OS itself, and it needed to have more features. I don't know why they completely scrapped that idea altogether, but like this is not better, in my opinion. It's not. It's just not. See, I can get too upset at the app until they detail the difference between the versions free versus subscriber version. That was never detailed. There's not going to be a free version of the app. The app is going to be only for paying members. What else are you guys saying? Online gaming in general isn't worth $20 a year, which is why they need to come through with the quality content. Exactly. As a person who has been playing on PC hard body for the last 2 or 3 years, I don't see the value of paying to play online. So I was hoping that Nintendo would give us more value with their system, even though it was cheap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, PS3 online was free and was still better than what we're getting here. You know? Because at least on PS3 online, you could message your friends. You could invite your friends through the system OS. It wasn't no crazy up and down backwards nonsense in getting into a game with your friends. The only thing that the PS3 lacked, of course, was lobby chat. So yeah, I gotta agree with you, Real Gamer. I gotta agree. Cloud saving was possible on the PS3, but you have to have a PlayStation Plus before it became the actual membership. No Filter, a Nintendo podcast says there is no way this will live up to our expectations. Nintendo just can't do simple things right. There it is. There it is, y'all. And I never expected Nintendo to wow us with the online. But I did hope that the delay of the online was to make it more of an integrated experience with this. That was my hope. But Nintendo didn't come through. They dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the ball on this one. They dropped the ball. What else are y'all saying? Oh yeah, we're still using friend codes. They didn't say anything about whether or not we're going to be able to use our Nintendo IDs to add our friends versus friend codes. They haven't talked about that yet. So like, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Because they said that friend codes were supposed to be temporary. So what's up with that? That's a great question. I'm glad you brought that up. Man, y'all got a lot to say about this, but unfortunately I gotta cut the chat off. I gotta cut the video off because I gotta get to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning. If I have any more to say about this, I'll probably just come on and make another video about it. I am in full agreement with Star Chaser. He said that people, what do you say? People excuse anything about this online because it's cheaper. But that doesn't mean that you don't demand value for a service they're charging you for. Like I said before, $20 is $20 more than free. You got to give us something. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse for something as simple as being able to invite people from the system, being able to send messages to your friends, not having to use friend codes and letting us use our Nintendo IDs instead. Like, they make us use Nintendo IDs for a reason. Nintendo IDs work on the Wii U through the very same account system. What are you giving us for our $20? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna hop up out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace out.